Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and assorted people of the internet. I am James Phoenix, and welcome to another episode of our fantastic radio roleplay Disney Heroes here on Pez of the Mind. Joining me are the usual group. We have the best one, Richter Hammer.
Hello.
We have the other one, Marcus Shadow.
What's up?
And specialty just this week only, 1 week only, exclusive. Get her while she's hot. We have Anastasia Lazerbeam, pew pew.
Arr. I could make a joke there, but I'm gonna let this one go.
I don't get any pussy?
How does that make any sense?
Because
She's playing a giant cat, you moron.
I'm assuming the cat thing. But...
Yeah, but you didn't mention that, so it may not. Never mind.
Because the lion is a part of the cat family.
Spoiler. I don't know.
Just between you and me.
No, way to spoil her character, people.
That's what we do.
Anywho, so this is episode 11 for those of you keeping score at home.
They're
And-
not.
And co-creator Chris DeMol could not make it this week, but we wish him well. And we're going to go ahead and we're coming into the home stretch here, people. There's a few more episodes left after this. 16 is the last one, so this should be fun. Here we go. We open on our heroes in their headquarters, as always, contemplating their next move after the events of late. So, how's everyone holding up?
All things considered, not bad. I wasn't sure about with everything that's happened, but I'm feeling actually pretty good.
Jeff spins around from his monitor. Yeah, still kind of recovering from, what happened. He looks over at David. Dude, I don't know how you do it. He looks down at his watch and just stares at the number 2 position. How do you use something that, you really don't want to use, dude?
Looking down at his watch and then back at Jeff. Well, it's kind of weird, but I think in some ways me fighting it is what made it, get out of hand. Once I just kind of learned to, kind of go with it and not, and maybe direct it but not control it. Like it just, try to steer it a little bit. It just, it seemed a little better. I don't know if that will help you at all, but that's, that's what helped me. And I don't know, with all this craziness, anything that'll help, I'll try. So it just happened to work for me.
Adrian walks in with Alfred. Ugh. Man, this is boring.
Yeah, I know. We should totally hit up some of the rides. Woo, we could jump to the front of it.
Jeff just rolls his eyes and face palms. Kids. Well, Noah, he kind of has a point. I mean, things haven't really much happened since,
Yes, since the supposed invasion, as it were.
Yeah.
As much as I would like to let you guys take a day off, unfortunately, I doubt it would last very long. I mean, given how long it has been, that makes it all the more likely that, well, who knows. On the positive side of things, Noah reaches behind him and taps a couple buttons on a console. I have been running some more tests on the island's defenses after that last little excursion, and I'm confident that between what they already know about and, more importantly, what they don't, we should be able to withstand any further attacks, as long as they're not overly excessive.
Overly excessive, he says. Dude, things have been escalating since day one. I don't think we've seen overly excessive yet.
I know, which is why I have some of the crew working on some more surprises if it should come to that. I'm hoping not, but all we can do is the best we can.
Yeah. It also really worries me. We have yet to actually see Scar.
An evil mastermind like Scar is not the kind to rush out and reveal himself. If you
No,
recall, if you recall his film correctly, no one was even aware that he was staging a coup until long after it happened.
true. Jeff looks over at the two younger gentlemen, and then over at David. Still, I have to wonder, with only the five of us, how long can we really keep this up? I mean, the powers have begun to affect us, you know, mentally, and that's not a good thing.
No, it's not. And I have been trying to look into that, and luckily, it seems like what David said is true. You have to think of it this way: the light, much like the darkness, there is a certain cognizance to it. In the darkness, it took the form of the demons, whereas with the light, it hasn't seen that much of a form. But I get the feeling under the surface that something is there, trying to guide us and help us use these powers for good to fight off these demons. And sometimes they need us to just go along with whatever it is that the light has planned. And sometimes, it's pushing us in the right direction, as it were. I mean, even in a lot of the films, the heroes took a push to go in the right direction or to learn what it meant to be a true hero.
True. Very true. I don't know. What do you think, David?
Well, and then Alfred jumps forward. Ah, man, it's okay. We'll do this as long as we have to, 'cause we're heroes, and we'll always win. Yeah, yeah. He strikes several karate poses. David blinks his eyes a few times and looks back at Noah and Jeff. That's one way to put it.
Well, at least someone around here is bringing the positivity. We could certainly use it.
Indeed. All of a sudden, alarms start blaring, and Jeff spins around the chair. The hell? Was there rain in the forecast for today?
Noah spins around to his console as well. Not that I know of, not that Florida isn't rather famous for sudden storms, but that's a little sudden even for here.
Yeah.
Noah begins operating the scanners and checking to see what's going on. Yeah, that's not a normal storm.
David comes over and looks at them. Well, do we know a villain that can create a storm? If we think it's, something not natural, that would be the easiest starting point.
That would be logical, but storms are kind of a generic villain thing, and not that every villain could do it, but it's more common than a lot of powers that we've seen before.
Mm.
As the group attempts to deduce, the cloud seems to take a shape. A quadrupedal form appears within the storm. Hear me, Mouseketeers.
Oh,
Your
shit.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh boy.
Your resistance thus far has been admirable. But as you've no doubt realized, you are no match for my forces at their full strength. Do yourself a favor and step aside. Allow a true king to rule. After all, we wouldn't want anyone else to get hurt. The choice is yours. But I would warn you that, should you continue to oppose my rule, well, be prepared. A lightning bolt strikes, and the clouds dissipate.
Oh.
Well, who opened their big mouth about Scar?
What is he,
David slightly
Beetlejuice
points
now?
at Jeff.
Was he Beetlejuice now? I just mentioned his name and he appears? Come on, Scar, wrong company here.
Maybe we can use that against him, but I don't think that's actually what's happening.
I feel like that was almost more of a coincidence than anything else. The alarms begin blaring again. Yeah, I had a feeling that wasn't going to be the end of it.
Now what?
Noah checks the computers again. Well, I guess that's not entirely unexpected. It would seem there are lions running amok in the animal kingdom.
Huh.
I suppose we should have seen that coming.
Had to be the animal kingdom. Again.
Well, admittedly, it is one of the widest open and easily accessible terrains of the entire park, and there's quite a lot of useful walking weapons in there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we better go check it out. Noah goes to leave, but then pauses. Actually, Alfred, Adrian, why don't you guys stay here and keep scanning, because after that last little trick, Scar may be trying to lure us out. If he's trying to pull some kind of a double trap, we're going to want backup to take out anything else he throws at us.
No problem. Alfred runs over and jumps over the seat and sits down.
Adrian steps forward and steps in front of Jeff. Maybe I should go instead of him. I mean, yeah, what happened last time and all? Jeff places a hand on Adrian's shoulder. Thanks, appreciate it, but I think I'll be fine. Besides, they're probably going to need me if they don't want to hurt the animals. If we need you, we'll call you, Adrian. For right now, I think you better listen to Noah and stay here. Adrian turns and looks up at him. All right, but don't overdo it, man. Smart for your age, kid. Smart for your age. Jeff looks over at David, nods to him, and then runs after Noah.
The three exit the base and cross the park.
Okay, that doesn't look good. Jeff looks at the animals all running around.
Yeah, that seems to be generally par for the course when we've had to deal with the kingdom before. Be careful. As they begin looking around, suddenly a group of lionesses that were looking around all stop and turn toward the group. Yeah, lionesses, that's about right. A glint of dark purple energy can be seen in their eyes. That's also not normal.
Demon lionesses? Oh, this just gets better and better.
I don't know if they're actually demons. As far as I can tell, he holds up his watch. I think they're just the lionesses from the attraction, but, well, we've seen what the demons can do with the actual animals here before.
So, possessed lionesses. That could potentially be worse.
So it's going to be like the Heart of Atlantis thing again? Oh, boy.
Possibly, except the men he was controlling were actual demons for the most part. They weren't actual men. This is more like... Well, we were here with Clayton and Shere Khan before, and we had to deal with the animals then, too.
So, don't hurt the animals, then?
If we can avoid it, they are park property. They're innocent creatures here. They don't want to hurt us.
What was that?
More bad news?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I am Zira. I'm Scar's second in command. My lionesses will hurt you. Get them! Zero
Jeff.
jumps and attacks him.
Whoa! Jeff jumps back. Wait, we're dealing with shitty second-tier villains now? What the hell, man?
You might not want to say that when she's right there baring teeth at you.
Zero swipes at Jeff with her claws.
Ah! Jeff blocks with an arm and falls down as he gets hit in the arm with the claws.
You kind of asked for that one, dude, David says as he begins turning his watch.
Zero takes notice of David and starts to run towards him, charging.
Oh, crap! David turns and starts to run away from her.
Zero pounces.
David, slam your watch face!
Zero lands on top of David and he falls down. He reaches over with his free hand and slams down the watch. He's covered in armor that looks like Goliath and his wings sprout out. He rolls out of the way as she's knocked back from the force of the transformation. That was close.
I've been using this one a lot lately, but it just seems appropriate. Noah pops his watch, spins it, and slams it down. The muscles and brown fur ripple over his body. Let's get beastly.
Jeff stands up, his left arm holding his right arm. Small rivulets of blood streaming between his fingers. Okay, you're gonna pay for that one, bitch. Jeff slowly walks toward Zira. Just to let you know, you chose the wrong king. Jeff shifts to 2, hesitates for a second, and then slams the watch down. Brown fur erupts over his form, his muscles rippling as fangs extend from his mouth. Jeff drops to all fours and narrows his eyes at Zira.
Scar is the true king. Arrgh. Simba.
As Jeff keeps his eyes on Zira, one of the possessed lionesses catches him unawares and sends him hurtling back into a tree. Oh! Oh crap, forgot about them. Ow. Noah, got any ideas here? We kind of can't fight multiple fronts.
All right. See if you can keep Zero occupied. David, on the lionesses, we've got to keep them back.
Zero starts a fury of swipes with her claws.
Noah runs toward the other lionesses. Several of them jump at him, and he tosses them aside, trying to be gentle and not harm them, but keep them blocked and out of the way.
David jumps up and glides over toward another group of them. As he's landing, he picks one up and tosses it, hoping to momentarily stun it when it hits the ground without causing too much damage.
Jeff rolls out of the way of the swipes and tries to retaliate with swipes of his own. You will not win!
Yes, I will. Scar will be king.
Jeff stands his ground and stares her directly in the eyes. Scar will never be king. Jeff lunges at her, teeth bared.
More fury swipes. Claws.
As Jeff is fighting Zero, all of a sudden another lioness comes hurtling out of the animal kingdom and shoves Jeff away, rolling on the ground with him trying to swipe at him. Whoa!
Jeff! Noah knocks a few lionesses off him and tries to run over to help Jeff, but two more lionesses jump on him. Outnumbered.
That's it, my pride, yes.
David jumps up and glides over, trying to reach Jeff. He then swoops down and crashes into the lioness on top of him and goes tumbling, rolling on the floor. Oh, not the best way to do that.
Jeff rolls to his feet and sprints over to David. You alright, dude?
Yeah, thanks. He gets helped up. But I'm not sure how much, good we're going to do. We're trying not to hurt them, but they're not really staying down too long. I think we're going to have to do what we can to take care of her.
Easier said than done. If they're protecting her, well, you saw what happened to me.
Noah tosses a couple of lionesses off of him and manages to roll over near the others. It's harder than I thought.
Jeff turns around to Noah. Think we should call for backup, boss?
I don't know how much more help it would be. I mean, either way, we still can't hurt the lionesses.
True.
The pack moves into formation behind Zira in a circle around the group and begins moving forward. Oh, this isn't good.
Definitely not.
The group steps back as they're slowly cornered by the pack. As they are, however, clouds begin forming above the group. That's the clouds are different. I don't sense the same. I don't sense the same darkness. What? The clouds, turning a blue hue, form into another quadrupedal form, but not the same as before. The majestic form looks down at the battle below. Remember. As the word echoes out, the lionesses suddenly shake their heads. Their eyes become clear, and they begin slithering away back to their enclosure. The hell? It broke the spell.
That was really, really good.
Tell me. Looks like you're outnumbered, Zira.
Jeff just stands there, his eyes starting to glow blue a little bit. It is over for you, Zira.
Seems like as good a time as any to try and take her down.
Agreed. Jeff sprints at Zira and lunges at her and takes a swipe with his powerful right paw.
Noah runs forward as well. Zira is powerful, and using her agility manages to hold her own against the three, claw swiping and teeth bared. But as the battle wears on, she is no match for the three. She pulls apart from the group and takes several steps backwards, growing weak.
No, Star, I didn't want to fail you.
Oh, I'm afraid it's too late for that, dear. As they look up, they see Jafar perched on top of a tree.
What?
What?
I'm, yes, I'm afraid that whole second-in-command deal... Let me face it, dear, when it comes to the board, you're just another pawn.
Zira launches at Jafar. The
Jafar
last
disappears.
dying breath.
Jafar disappears in a puff of red smoke. Zira misses and crashes into the tree, falling down on the ground, weakened. Alright, that's enough. Noah twists his watch and throws the capture box down, pulling Zira inside.
Gotta capture 'em all.
Noah pushes his watch down and transforms back. Well, that was interesting.
I'll say. David twists his watch and hits it, reverts back to human form. Oh, this
Jeff
thing's not going to get less crazy, is it?
Nope, don't think so. Jeff stands up and shrugs his shoulders. Oh, well, that was a nice workout. He detransforms. So, what was that saved us?
If I had to take a guess, I would say my earlier positing was more accurate than I could have imagined. Like I said, if the darkness could take forms, and it makes sense that in some manner the light could as well, I would say that's some manifestation of the light helping us.
Okay, then.
You did recognize that form, didn't you?
David walks up to the two of them. Mufasa, Mufasa.
Pretty much. But it's interesting. It would almost match the MO of the light too. I mean, heroes are there for defense and to help the innocent. You know, they would never attack unless absolutely needed. And in this case, the light didn't launch a direct attack. It only freed the innocent, the lionesses, who were not operating of their own free will. That gave us an advantage to fight back and stop Zira, but that's almost only a convenient side effect for us. I'm almost wondering if the light wants to help, but, well, let's be honest. A lot of heroes in our movies and productions are not exactly combatants per se.
Right.
They're princes and princesses. They're innocent people. They're not fighters. But maybe they've realized that they can't stand by and do nothing. I mean, they must have seen what we're doing and decided to try to help in some small way. That's interesting. I mean, the concept that the light could take forms like that, I mean, we never really even thought about it. And it would also make sense why they it seemed like you almost got a power-up from that as well, which matches your form. I mean, it was Simba. The entire thing, this entire battle was Lion King-centered. That fits. Now, this is going to need a whole new branch of research to find out, I mean, if the light can be, if there's a consciousness, even a fraction of what the darkness has. Noah's eyes are alight with the possibilities as he begins rambling.
Well, got something to keep him busy, David says while talking to Jeff.
Jeff takes a step back toward David and leans in. Oh, great. Does this mean we're going to be on our own for the next month?
Well, at least until the next disaster strikes. Oh.
I guess it's time to go into babysitting mode. Come on, Dave.
All right.
The two walk over to Noah and just put their arms around him, and the three begin heading toward back the base to prepare for the next adventure. And there you have it.
Yay.
So, that was really good. Stacey, you can unmute and talk now. We're at the end. Yep.
Yay!
Hey, that was good. That was. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. That was a significantly better Zero than I expected.
Oh, I just mostly did growling and stuff because I
Which
took notes
worked.
in her voice.
That was kind of. I mean, that was kind of her thing. I mean,
She
I-
growled a lot and didn't speak a lot, so
yeah, well, that worked just fine. Like I said, the demons, as they're portraying the villains, are not necessarily accurate to their movie counterparts. There's some similarities, but they have been known to be different. I mean, we've run into a few already, like when Rourke from Atlantis showed up, he was able to wield the Heart of Atlantis power, which never happened in the movie. So there's certainly been changes. It's certainly fine that, she'd be a little more growly and a little less, speechy.
Yeah, it'd be what the demons think the villains were or are.
Or should be, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if she had a song in the movie, but that didn't happen.
I feel like there actually was a song in the movie, but we haven't done any music in this thing so far, so that's fine. Nobody expected that.
You mean so far? We're not doing any music in this thing.
Or are you? It's a small world. No, my one weakness.
Not exactly. So I'm the creator here. I'll determine whether or not we're doing musical.
Uh-oh.
Or probably not, but who knows. At any rate...
Culturally diverse demons, my one weakness.
Huh.
Oh, the song that was relatively short.
That was short. It was fun. It worked. Yeah, to be honest, I wanted to use Zero, and I figured, okay, pack a lion and frame. I thought it'd be a cool thing. It's just we're in that situation of, unfortunately, there's only so much variety in a battle against a pack of lions.
Mm-hmm.
There was only going to be so much, variation in that fight. So I'd like, I can tell that nobody's got any ideas. Let's just move it along.
You could have given her a pack of hyenas.
Zero never had hyenas.
She had
no, but if Scar's the one that sent her out there.
Yeah, but the hyenas died of being the losers in the first movie.
Pretty much. Yeah, the hyenas have been either killed or chased away as of the second movie, which is why Zira had a pack of lionesses that didn't agree with Simba's rule. That's why she operated that way, because she didn't have hyenas. And we could have sent some hyenas out, but let's be honest, how competent were they?
I ate them all already. No.
Yeah.
Yes, but remember, she was controlling real animals. Real hyenas are far more competent than the hyenas in that movie.
I also ate them too.
True, but I'm also relatively sure that there aren't any real hyenas in the animal kingdom, although I could be wrong.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, we could have done anything, but it's just a matter of, and the idea of the episode was solid. It was to, establish, hey, Scar is there. Scar, he's kind of doing, he's establishing that he is there. He is a threat. He's starting to become more of a premise. Using Zira kind of drove that home a little bit. And we got to work on that whole, she thought she was the second in command, but it was a load of crap. They were just using her, which is kind of clever because she was cool in her movie, but really, it's a sequel. One of Disney's better ones, admittedly, but it's still a sequel. She's just not as good as the original, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Scar can't be topped.
Also, not a terrible Jeremy Irons impression.
Why, thank you.
I like Smarmy Scar.
What?
He sounded smarmy. I don't know. I like
Smarmy Scar? Okay, I didn't. That wasn't intentional, but sure, why not?
But when Scar finally shows up, one thing you have to work in, show me your age.
No, I will not be doing that because this is not a terrible Dungeons & Dragons movie.
Scar? If you're underage people or something?
No, show him your rage, not underage.
I was like, what? I heard age.
What?
I heard show me your age.
No, rage, not age.
This is a 14 under liking.
Yes, we're going into a bar.
But
next episode, the Musketeers go drinking.
Yes. At any rate, this was a lot of fun, and if we were gonna do that line, that would have had to have been in the last radio play.
Fair enough.
Just saying.
If you go to Epcot, that's the place where you're allowed booze.
Yes, you can drink around the world at Epcot if anybody's going to be in Walt Disney World in Florida. Check that out.
But I'm just saying, if you were like, I don't know if you already went to Epcot and your like Disney park thing.
Honestly, we really haven't done a lot of Epcot. We should go to Epcot. That's a good point. Thank you,
because
Stacey.
you can get fucking wasted and fight people.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
That's exactly what would happen.
We're not gonna, this is a generally PG production minus a little bit of violence.
You can go to
language.
fake country.
We're not really swearing, are we?
You can go to fake Japan and drink all the sake and then, like, go apeshit.
Well, we'll see what happens in the upcoming episodes. We will try to use Epcot. That is one of the parks that we have kind of neglected. We do need to use a little bit more variety in our stuff. It's been a lot of Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom. But at any rate, thank you for listening. Stacey, thank you for stopping by to be our one-off villain for the episode. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Because otherwise I was going to have to try to be Ursula, and that wasn't going to end well.
I hate you. Give me your voice.
Pretty much. So, and of course, our regular cast, thanks for being here. I'm James Phoenix, and we'll see you next week. Peace.